Hello and welcome to TTV News broadcast on TayNinh newspaper and radio television with some latest events in TayNinh province and across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of October 16, the National Assembly delegation of TayNinh province have a conference to gather feedback on draft laws to be submitted to the National Assembly for approval at the 10th sessions of the 15th National Assembly. The conference was chaired by Ms. Lê Thị Sông An, Deputy Head of the Provincial National Assembly delegation.
At a conference regarding the draft of e-commerce law, delegates suggested that the term and definition suggests the e-commerce activities in Vietnam should be clarified. They also proposed a further elaboration on the principles of operation, prohibited behaviors, and live streaming and affiliate marketing activities, and regulations related to logistics, payment, and electronic contract authentication. The law is expected to provide a modern, transparent legal framework that encourages innovation, supports the development of the digital economy, and protect the consumers. As for the revised law on deposit insurance, notable viewpoints include increasing the coverage limit and expanding the functions and duties of the Vietnam Deposit Insurance Society, such as participating in restructuring and supporting the handling of the weak credit institutions. Delegates contributed feedback on the applicable subjects, the purpose of deposit insurance and the state policies on deposit insurance, and how to manage deposit, setting the insurance limit. In her closing remarks, Ms. Lê Thị Sông An acknowledged and appreciated the thoughtful and constructive opinions of delegates. The Provincial National Assembly delegation will compile these inputs and present them before the National Assembly finalize the draft laws.
After administrative merger, TayNinh now shares a border stretching approximately 369 kilometers with 3 Cambodian provinces, along with dozens of border gates. These geographic advantages create many opportunities for cross-border trade development, but also present significant challenges, especially in maintaining border security.
Illegal border crossings, roads, and informal paths have continued to pose complex issues. Over the past years alone, TayNinh's law enforcement forces detected and handled 31 cases involving 84 individuals engaged in illegal giant assets. Additionally, the province received and processed 23 handovers from Cambodian authorities involving more than 1,700 Vietnamese citizens who were working and residing illegally in Cambodia. As a result, rising public awareness about the situation is both essential and urgent. The issue of human trafficking in society today is very serious. We, the local people, are aware and understand it. As we've seen it on TV, whenever we realize something is wrong, we report it to local authorities. We are learning to distinguish right from wrong and to understand what should and shouldn't be done. In response to the current situation, authorities continue to strengthen patrols and inspections, particularly along informal paths and trails. The goal is to maintain order and security in border areas, prevent illegal activities, and ensure a peaceful, stable border.
And also following the administrative merger, alongside specialized forces, TayNinh province has effectively mobilized the strength of the people in protecting national sovereignty and border security. The establishment and expansions of dozens of residential areas adjacent to the border have contributed to building strong steel walls at the frontier.
After more than 2 years of settling in this borderland, Ms. Has family life has changed significantly. Their solid house not only provides a shelter from the elements but also offers a foundation for stability, allowing her to live peacefully and stand side by side with border girls in defending the nation's boundaries. At first it was quiet, but now more neighbors have moved in, so it's lively, and the road here is full of their life now. I can do some trading while also helping the girl the land alongside the border girl borders. And for Mr. Vo's family in Bến Cầu commune, after receiving for 80 million Vietnam dong in support for military John 7, to build a house next to a military post. His family has found housing stability and opportunities to ride the livestock and improve their economic situation. Moreover, he and other local households have become the eyes and ears for the authorities and standing alongside the soldiers day and night to help maintain security and protect the border also. We moved to live near the border and we were also supported with a coal, which we are now rising wealth. We always coordinate with the station border forces and military to maintain security and social order along the border. And to help build a strong people's defense posture at the border, as of September this year, TayNin has constructed and put into use 46 border residential clusters comprising nearly 600 homes with thousands of residents. This is the key efforts in strengthening national defense and security while stabilizing the livelihoods for those in the border region. We live harmoniously and share conversations and tea and discuss border situation. Any issues such as smuggling or illegal crossing are promptly reported by these households to the relevant authorities. And thanks to the strong support from various levels and sectors, along with the people's spirits of settling down to thrive, the border residential areas of TayNin are flourishing, and the commitment to staying on the land and guarding the border not only improves the lives for the local residents, but also builds a firm line of defense protecting every sharp inch of the homeland.
The audience on the morning of October 16 at the meeting of the Vietnam Fatherland Run Standing Committee of TayNin Province regarding preparations for the first Province of Vietnam Fatherland Run Congress. Deputy Secretaries of the Provincial Party Committee and Chairmen of the Vietnam Fatherland Run Committee of TayNin Province, Nguyễn Thanh Hải, emphasized that this is a historic Congress. Therefore, it must be organized effectively and incorporate digital transformation to create a breakthrough.
At the meeting, delegates discussed and provided feedback on the key elements of the conference documents, such as the several roles, specific targets, breakthrough programs, and the motto of actions. They suggested that the practical report should further clarify the achievements in promoting national unity after administrative consolidation. Importantly, it was emphasized that the conference resolution must be truly feasible and aligned closely with the resolution of the first provincial party conference, ensuring the ease of implementation in practice. And recognizing and appreciating the delegates' thoughtful contributions, the Deputy Secretary Nguyễn Thanh Hải requested that the document subcommittee finalize the material to best support the organization of the conference, highlighting the spirit of innovation and historic significance of this first conference. He also urged the organizing subcommittees to prepare carefully, ensuring the event is conducted with the dignity, efficiency, and cost-effectiveness, safety, but a strong emphasis on the spirit of national unity. The first Vietnam Philanthropic Provincial Conference of TayNin is scheduled to take place over 2 days, November 17 to the 18th of 2025, with the participation of approximately 350 official delegates.
Recently implementing Resolution number 57 of the Politburo on promoting science, technology, innovation, and national digital transformation, TayNin Province has achieved significant progress, especially in technological and technical infrastructure. Key projects have been completed and put into effective use, such as the TayNin Center for Science and Technology Applications and the Provincial Innovation Startup Space. These serve as foundations for research, innovation, and building a dynamic startup ecosystem. Mobile networks 3G, 4G, and 5G and fixed internet now cover 100% of villages, including rural and border areas. The province has nearly 3,900 mobile stations, with 245 being 5G, covering nearly 49% of commutes. Digital and technological infrastructure has also been developed. The TayNin Smart App has over $237,000, and the IOC system has updated nearly 2/3 of indicators for provincial governance. These achievements have helped TayNin effectively implement Resolution number 57, making science and technology key drivers of local socio-economic development.
And in an effort to improve the quality of education and ensure that no child is left behind in their educational journey, TayNinhTV has recently implemented various educational programs and policies targeting ethnic minority children. According to statistics, TayNinhTV currently has around 9,100 ethnic minority students across all the educational levels, from preschool to continuing education. Among them, primary school students make up the largest proportion with more than 4,700 children, followed by the lower secondary, upper secondary, and preschool levels. The number of ethnic minority students has remained stable over the years, demonstrating the strong commitment and support from families, community, and also local authorities in providing the adequate learning opportunities for these students. In terms of educational infrastructure, the province has more than 1,000 public and non-public education institutions, and notably TayNinhTV is home to one of the specialized ethnic minority boarding schools, which preserves students from remote and disadvantaged areas, helping create a centralized and supportive learning environment for ethnic minority children.
To diversify housing types and promote investment in social and worker housing, TayNinhTV province aims to complete around 79,400 social housing units by 2030. Currently, 11 social housing projects have been launched, delivering nearly 3,000 units. By the end of 2035, 3 more projects are expected to start, adding around 6,000 units. To achieve this goal, the province will direct relevant departments and investors to accelerate legal procedures and project implementation. Priority will be given to independent social housing projects with 100% site clearance costs covered by the state. TayNinhTV also plans to establish a provincial housing fund sourced from the state budget and other legal sources to support social housing developments for residents, workers, and laborers in the new phase.
Ladies and gentlemen, recognizing administrative reform as one of its key tasks, TayNinhTV province has recently focused not only on improving working methods and service quality, but also on investing in infrastructure, equipment, and modern IT applications to create more convenient for citizens and businesses in handling administrative procedure.
At Cần Commute, the comprehensive deployment of computers, printers, scanners, and especially public service kiosks has brought about a great transformation in how residents carry out administrative procedures. Instead of spending time filling out forms by hand when completing administrative tasks, Ms. Võ Thị Linh Nhi simply inserts her citizen ID card into the public service kiosk, and the system automatically extracts and collates her personal information. The staff here are very dedicated and friendly. The paperwork process is fast. Also, with so much equipment available, it's very convenient for people. At Canada, thanks to timely and comprehensive infrastructure investment, along with the responsibility and dedication of the civil service at the World Public Administrative Service Center, the rate of on-time and early case resolution continues to increase. Processing times have been shortened, leading to growing satisfaction and trust among both citizens and businesses. Today, coming here, I saw that the facilities and working environments are very satisfactory to the people. There are loudspeakers to call people clearly, and the workstations are equipped with computers. The staff are very attentive, and the people feel very reassured. In the third quarter of 2025, TayNinhTV province processed more than 400,000 administrative procedure doses. Among these, the satisfaction rate for public service resolution reached nearly 94%. These figures reflect the province's strong efforts in implementing government project number 6, aimed at building a digital government that increasingly serves the people in a modern, efficient way.
And recently, the first conference of the Vietnam-Finland Front Committee of Heart and Work for the 2025 to 2030 term was held in a spirit of democracy and unity. In the past term, the World Front Committee organized over 20 communication events, built and repaired 43 residential houses worth for nearly 3.7 billion Vietnam dong and mobilized over 2,000 gift cards worth for more than 600 million Vietnam dong for the poor during holidays. The conference approved 12 key targets, including the goal call for all residential areas to hold the Right National Solidarity Festival and to eliminate poverty in the world by 2030 based on the national standards. Ms. Nguyễn Ngọc Ánh was elected as chairwoman at the Hòa Thành World Fatherland Front Committee for the term of 2005 to 2030. And the conference also raised over 22.3 million Vietnam dong to support the northern residents affected by the storm number 10 and 11.
On the morning of October 16 in Hanoi, the Ministry of Agriculture and Environment held a conference to evaluate the development of Ao Brothers and rural tourism for the 2021-2025 period with an orientation toward 2026-2030. After more than 7 years of implementing the One Camel One Product Ao program and over 3 years of promoting rural and agricultural tourism, the two programs have achieved many remarkable results. As of September 2025, the country has nearly 17,400 Ao brothers rated 3-star or higher, and over 600 active agricultural and rural tourism models. Ao brothers now meet national quality standards and technical regulations with diverse designs and packaging. The awareness, mindset, and capacity of Ao producers, particularly cooperatives and small to medium-sized enterprises, have significantly improved. The Ao brand is rapidly gaining recognition in the market. However, not all localities have effectively developed their Ao brothers. These challenges were clearly identified as the conference aiming to formulate specific solutions to enhance the quality of Ao brothers.
To orient amidst the healthcare sector push to accelerate digital transformation, electronic medical records are considered a key pillar contributing to improve qualities of medical examination and treatment resources serving and increase patient satisfaction.
According to statistics from the Ministry of Health, as of October 9, over 1,000 out of 1,650 healthcare facilities nationwide have implemented electronic medical records, reaching over 61%. In TayNinhTV, there are currently 4 public hospitals and 1 private hospital that have deployed electronic medical records. The Department of Health is coordinating with relevant departments and agencies to speed up implementation at the remaining facilities while also supporting the resolution of infrastructure and human resource challenges during the process. Following Circular Number 54 and Circular Number 13 of the Ministry of Health, which includes 128 criteria, we have basically nearly completed implementation. There's still some difficult criteria we are resolving regarding linkage and implementation. We are running electronic medical records and paper records in parallel, establishing a system for storing and accessing electronic medical records with digital signatures on forms as prescribed by the Ministry of Health. Implementing electronic medical records not only reduce paperwork, printing, storage costs, and administrative labor, but also serve as a foundation for data standardization, facilitating information connectivity between hospitals. This is an important step in building a digital health ecosystem. Since starting to use electronic medical records, the process of medical examination and treatment has become much more convenient, saving doctors' time and effort and reducing costs. Electronic medical records are becoming a core component in the digital transformation of healthcare, helping to standardize medical data and move closer to the goal of paperless hospital, modern, efficient, and increasingly better serving the people.
And now that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.